kill at least. Oh, good for you, sir. That guy's going through. I might as well too. Yeah. I kill them. Figured out your hair? Did you finally get the hair to work? What? You're streaming. Oh my god. Oh my god! I must hide in this corridor here. Ah. Let me see what Bane's doing. I do not see him live yet. Shit. Oh, there he is. Ah. Ah. It's not moving for me. I don't know if I'm encountering a lag issue or... Okay. Yeah, that's probably it. It's probably DVR. You didn't check it! I hate that thing! Ah. I mean, correction, you do have a webcam, but it's not set up. Oh, okay, okay. I thought you had, like, you know, in a box or something. Ah, okay, makes sense. It's okay, you're just making an avatar for the first time. Yeah. We can call it the Legacy Avatar. You can always bring it back for like special events ages in the future. Remember this guy? Hello, it's me. I've been sitting in a box contemplating life, eating Cheetos. Yeah, do it, do it. Okay, so I'm gonna be putting Bane's stream in a. Don't go in! No! I was about to leave. I got caught up in the moment. I'm gonna be putting his live stream in the comments here in a moment, so that you guys could also see his stuff. Yes. Yep. Like I said, I'll still be looking at a lot of them to figure out. But yeah, I just don't want to invest in any of those programs if I have no concept of how they work. I don't have a huge like necessity to make a VTube model anyways. It's just I'd like to try it out. Just to have a cute, you know, animated bunny. And that's the thing. My desire is very specific. I want the bunny able to move and flop around. VC face, yeah. Ah, nice. And that one lets you, again, like most of them, lets you customize to a degree of what your character's going to look like. Oh, okay. Okay. Ah. So that works with a large variety of other models. I does it have to be so complicated? Now, I could always send up a proposal and pay one of the big VR makers, tuber makers, avatar guys, people. VRM file. Okay. I just don't know how much money it would cost to get someone to make me my custom avatar. That's the problem. I know a few good ones, but I don't. Yeah, it would determine like how complicated and all that stuff. It's just I don't know how much money it would cost. And I'm very new to this whole thing, so buying one doesn't seem like the first best option. Though I bet you a good deal of them would be tickled pink when I show them that bunny. Please, can you make me this model? Yes! Will do. Like, if I could contact Momo, I think she would fucking laugh her ass off at that. I just ended my mission. Yes, I just finished it. I just finished it. Also, I gotta switch weapons now, because I did level up those weapons. Floor 8 and up, the experience jumps up quite a lot. Okay, so Planks is done. I don't think the Planks turns into anything. I probably just trash that. Let's level the Atmos. Ugly fucking gun that doesn't even look like a gun. It's like a fucking car engine. Melee weapon. Let's do dual Zoran. And let's 1 second. I'm just gonna build something. Ripkas. Is it Ripkas? Yeah, it is Ripkas. Dual cleavers. Telarium. Yes. I have a lot now. I've been saving it up. Okay, on. I mean, if you haven't used it a lot lately. Oh yeah, I'm going to add Bane's thingy here. Okay, well you don't have nearly as much as would be good, but good enough. Yeah. Check out Bane. No, check out Bane. I fucking like. Okay, there we go. Oh hey, hey Tony, how you doing? Sorry, I'm like looking at another screen here for a moment. Hey Tony, how you doing? We're gonna continue the stream in a moment here. Check out Bane's channel and live stream here. My friend also went live, so I'm just adding in his info to the description there. I'm good. You? I'm good as well. I am having a great night. Trying to get my brain back into working here. my brain's been sleepy. Can you give me some good hands to be a YouTuber for gaming? You want some advice on being a good YouTuber for gaming? Be honest with your audience. Be genuine. Play the games that you want to play. That are fun. Don't try to follow everyone else. Try to do your own thing. Because at the end of the day, it's you that people are going to want to see. Yeah. Yeah, and trying is the whole thing. Just try and keep trying. You'll get there eventually. You'll get. I mean, like I have a small audience myself, and you just gotta do the thing that you enjoy doing. That's the whole point of YouTube. Is it's your channel on this huge platform. You have to do what you want to do. Or Twitch, you know, if you're going to do Twitch, the same thing is true. You have to do what you want to do, and you got to enjoy doing it. I hope that's helpful. I hope that's some helpful. I'm sure a lot of people have said the exact same thing, but it's a very true thing to say. It's like there's no real secret. There's no formula secret. It's just, you know, you're gonna do what you do, and if you're doing it right, you know, people are gonna love you for it. Okay, I'm glad that was helpful. Yeah, I try to be as clear about that as possible, because I know some people will have very wrong answers about that. They'll be like, you gotta be more friendly. It's like, well, trying to be more friendly and actually being friendly are two different things. Yeah, be yourself. Exactly. Like, I watch Northern Lion a lot, and he talks about the most random, nonsensical crap that has nothing to do with the video games he's playing, and I enjoy that. He's a really relaxing guy. I could sit there for hours. Yeah. Yeah, so it's... Exactly. And, was it Bed Bananas makes really silly, abstract, commentary and content. Like, these movie quality, almost fever dreams. And that's just what he's known for doing. And he even tries to drag his friends into his, like, little nightmare realm on occasion. And I just love that shit. Warframe goes in mobile. Can you help me get there? Just wondering. I can't really help you get noticed or become the best YouTuber. I can just give you advice. I can just say, you know, what I've been saying. No one can truly help you, you know, succeed or get out there. I'm not a good example of that either. I've only got 4,000 subs, so you know, you just gotta be brave and sail forth, you know, putting out the content you want to put out. I will say this, though, about Warframe. If you're going to be doing Warframe content, a lot of people watch this stuff, especially if you know exactly what it is you're doing on it. I don't really know what I'm doing half the time. I know some things, like I have a really good Zephyr build, but I'm not going to make a video talking about that, because it's just not what I'm interested in doing. I'm interested in, like, showing some of the content. So I like to say, oh, well, this came out today, and, you know, this is something you can expect to see, and I'm going to show you maybe how to unveil this. But there's other people who do specialty channels where they'll talk about specific weapon builds, min-maxing, they'll talk about deep lore and things like that. There's a huge community to watch this, as well as a huge community that plays it. But yeah, you know, just one foot forward, Tony. You will do well, I'm sure of it. Put some tornadoes down. Also, for those watching, my friend Bane just started a stream as well. I put his channel in the description there. He is testing out his first version of a VTuber avatar while playing with me. We're all kind of, my friend group is all kind of delving a little bit into the VTubing stuff as a curiosity. I have like a Discord one that I use in the Ghost Hunter streams. It's adorable and I love it, but I'm not quite there yet with like 3D programs or whatever. Literally not even there. I don't even have one of those programs. Also, welcome those of you who joined. Hello, hello. No, I do not have the Rhino Prime yet, though, if one of you is wondering that. I didn't know what to call the stream today, but Rhino Prime did just get released, so... re-released, I should say. So I did name the stream, Primed Rhino and Loki. I did play as Loki earlier. Don't really like him. Didn't really like him. He's, a stealth frame, one of the classic warframes, and he's not up to snuff with some of the newer warframes, in my opinion. My personal opinion.
You, however, do not enjoy the protections of synthesis.
You, however, do not enjoy the protections of synthesis. Well, we'll have to fix that, Mr. Golden Guy. That's the funny part. It's like, he doesn't even know what we are. At this point in the story, he doesn't know what we are. Call me Feeder left the squad. Feeder! Feeder, why? You have betrayed us. Warframe comes on mobile. Do you want to play Warframe? Oh, you're asking if I want to play. I typically don't play with, you know, like, again, no offense to you, but I'm a very shy person. It's hard enough for me to make friends online, and I really don't. Is it already on a mobile device? I didn't know if that... Oh, it's on Switch. Okay, I didn't know. Well, yeah, it's for your convenience. Yeah, as a gamer, it's your convenience to have it as a mobile device as opposed to always on your PC. But, yeah, no, I typically don't just play with people. I'm very shy. I like to keep my friends close. Oh yeah, like that guy we invited to our guild and he never showed up, ever. Because we also didn't show up. Like, isn't he still in the guild though? It's probably like, where the fuck is everyone? They're releasing Warframe on mobile phones. Okay, so they're actually doing a full mobile phone release. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I was gonna say, I thought the Switch one was already out. Well, I mean, if they're gonna be optimizing it for the phone, it won't be as bad as it sounds. It won't be as bad as it sounds. Because they're gonna be... Well, I can't imagine playing it on any other device, because the PC, I'm just used to the controls, I'm used to the ratios. They announced it on TennoCon 2021. I think yeah, I must have missed that. Like, I was present during the TennoCon celebrations, but I was more interested in, like, the Barricadier stock, and I was busy just running it while I was listening to the podcast. Yeah. I don't play any games on my phone. I did finally get a smartphone, though. For the longest time, I never had a smartphone, and I was required to get it, because I have one of those free phones, and they were doing a big upgrade. But I don't play games on it. I do not play games on it. Also, because it's a free phone, and I wouldn't want to break it. I wouldn't want to break it and never be able to get it back. They do not reimburse people for these phones. Show some gameplay of it. Ah. Yeah, I did not see that. Just because well, again, I wasn't really, like I said, I wasn't really watching it. I was listening to it in the background. A Barrow had a lot of cool shit, so I wanted all that stuff. And by a lot of it, I mean he had everything he's ever had in his stock during TennoCon, so I needed it. I needed it. I finally got a lot of stuff I never had for years. That sneaky Void Trader. I now have that super awesome sniper thing. That sniper mod that keeps eluding me. I now have it. I'm gonna find out they, like, voided my purchase. They're like, wait, where'd the mod go? It's gone! No! It's gonna be cross-save and crossplay. I did hear about the crossplay stuff happening, and I think that's also true with, I heard about crossplay, and I think that's also going on with the console versions, finally. A long-requested feature. Which is a great thing. I like that. Because this is just one game, you know, you should all be able to just play it. If your friends don't have, you know... If they don't have it on PC, they have it on the Switch, or they have it on another console. I don't actually know how many consoles it's on, but it's good to be able to all play together. All the major ones? Ah. You know, I shouldn't be surprised. Warframe's done really well for itself. Yeah, that's going to completely change the game in a very, very good way, having all those people joining together. However, it's going to create some animosity when it comes to limited exclusivity items. Some people are going to be like, where the hell do you get that? You can't get that. That's only for PlayStation. No! No, some of the stuff is no longer available, though. It was, like, limited time stuff on different platforms. So it's going to open up a, like, deep wound with a lot of the original PC players who never switched over. We're gonna see some seething mad people. It's going for Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo Switch, Nintendo Switch and mobile phones, and PC. Yes, yeah, so it is incorporating all of them. Okay, that's good. That's good. This dog keeps dying. Somebody's got a guild there, Papa. Pretty sure it's your dog. Pretty sure it's your dog. Did he just try to laser me? I think he tried to laser me. How dare you? Dream. 18 L's. I also can't wait for it to come out because I'll be able to play it on my phone. I don't have Wi-Fi. Ah, yes, that's right, because phones don't technically use Wi-Fi. They use their own thing. Yeah, that's a wonderful thing. If you don't have Wi-Fi or you're in a place, you know, again, mobile gaming allows you to take your favorite games and play them whenever you want. That is true. Okay, so I'm in the Yukon, and I'm really, really just enjoying nature. Also, I can't play Warframe. But I remember when I was a kid getting the Game Boy, you know, it was crazy. I just loved having that convenience. Oh, no.
I have opened a new data
What kind of Game Boy did you have?
Proceed immediately.
I don't think you and I are talking about... Okay, because I'm talking about the original, the brick. I'm talking about the brick, Bane. You know how cool you were when all the kids at school were like wishing they could play Sonic the Hedgehog, and you go in, you put in some random Japanese port game? I know he wasn't. You put in some random like ported game that barely has English, and you have no idea what's going on, but you're still able to play a game in class. And they're all like, "Man, I wish I could do that." Everyone's like, oh, it's smartphones and tablets. You don't know what it was like to be the guy with the Game Boy in school, okay? You were a god. That was the beginning. I played Warframe for so long, I really don't know what characters I have. I meant to say Warframe characters. Yeah, or you could just say Warframes. I mean, that's what they are. They're Warframes. Yeah, I was that way too. I've come to this game back and back again, returning over the course of many years. I played... What? Leaving. Okay, so this time I will not jump through the portal when you told me nothing. Careful! It was your fault that time! Well, I'm gonna have to review your avatar now that you're live streaming, and if your character's lips don't move... No, I'm talking about now. If you say you're gonna say something, and then I hear nothing, and your character doesn't fucking move a muscle, then I'm gonna know. I know, and I can hold you personally responsible, my friend. You played it okay on PS4. I've never played Warframe in any other console, and I could technically download it on Switch, but I don't really play my Switch, so don't really touch it. I don't want to play Warframe in my bed. I'll fucking die. I will never get up. God, I'm feeling so tired. What time is it? Oh, it's been like 9 hours. What? I can't move my legs. They're all blue and shit.
Enter the conduit now.
And this is how I die. God damn it! Don't be like me! Stop it! I'm paying attention for once. Yeah, thumbs up. Okay, so we're gonna regroup. Looks like my weapons are... I didn't even use the damn gun. I haven't even tried out the Atmos. I gotta level it up. I don't even know what it's like. It's ugly as sin now. It's like a engine part you just ripped out of your ship. Yeah. Yeah, Atomos, sorry. If I've been saying Atmos, I meant to say Atomos. Yeah, it's like a radiation thingy. It's a thing. I'm gonna change my color scheme again. I really, really like my my diamond Zephyr. She's so pretty. She's so pretty. Okay. All right. I'm good to go. I should remind people. Yeah, Rhino Prime got unvaulted, so if you get him from what's his face? Tension. You go to the Conclave, and you've got to spend your steel path points on them. Yep. You can buy them for the two kinds of guns as well. So the previous update with Sisters of Parvos changed melee, and they buffed guns again. Warframe always felt that guns should always be at the front than melee. I don't necessarily agree with that. I think it was enough balanced, but they gave guns some massive improvements while nerfing the ever-living crap out of melee, including the buffs to adding new arcanes to guns. So we have new arcanes. Yes, you go to Tension and you do the Steel Path honors. Where is Tension here again? Yeah, that's just if you want to skip the unlocking the Riven. Kind of a waste, if you ask me. Yeah, I like it's an option too, but I think overall it's a waste. Because most of them, if you try, you can in fact, complete them. Yeah, so here they are. There's primary arcane for primary weapons, and then secondary. They cost 15 essences apiece. Next to the Kuva. They'll look like, I don't know what's it. They're like bugs. They look like weird bugs. You don't see them? I'm gonna look at his stream chat. Can I put a link down into your chat? No, please don't. I don't even think you can, but please don't. Please don't. It's again. Yeah, it's an adapter. Yeah. Oh, you mean the actual arcanes? I think you get those from Void Storms. I could check again, but sorry, I'm just checking. Yeah. Oh, he sees them. Okay. Yeah, sorry. You have to use an arcane adapter to then use the arcanes. Sorry. Well, yeah. If you have a gun that you want to improve. Okay. I will do some research. Yeah, no, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to shoot you down there, Tony. The main reason is, people putting links in my chat. We've had some problems with that in the past, as every other streamer has. Even if you're trying to send something that is legitimate and friendly and all that stuff, I can't vouch everyone. I can't vet everyone, especially if I don't know them. If one of my friends was to want to send something, I know I can trust them because I've known them for years. But I mean, I hope you understand that it's like, you know, you have lots of people that visit the channel and they want to share something, but you never know which of those shares is going to be something bad. And I've had people try to share bad stuff.
Warframe suits you.
I've had that happen. I've been through that, you know. So I've tried my best to disable the sharing of links in chat. But if someone finds a workaround, the guy did find a workaround once, and I banned his ass. He was trying to share something he shouldn't have been sharing in the first place. But yeah, it's a mess. It's a mess. All right, what was the name of? Fudge. I don't remember any of the names by heart. Compressa. Who was? Oh, the guildie. Secondary dexterity. Do I have any others? I do. Secondary merciless. Okay. I gotta look this up, chat. Warframe secondary dexterity. I want to see where something like this drops. These. Oh, you get it in the steel path. Okay. So it looks like these do drop in the steel path while you're getting the currency to do the whole thing. Yeah, there's steel path arcanes. So while you're getting the credits to unlock arcanes for your weapons, you're also getting a chance to get arcanes, period.
While I analyze the intelligence profiles of the Grineer.
I'm gonna link it to you on Discord
Did the
here.
operator enjoy this criticism?
There we go. Yeah, so the Steel Path arcanes are dropped by what do you call those guys? The Alkalites. You know, Stalker Boys. Yeah. So when they appear, they have a chance of dropping one of the arcanes. Yes. Yes, they can appear. They vary. They have a time limit when they appear, and they don't always appear when you expect them to appear, but they mostly appear. Yes, I'm gonna have to switch my loadout to complete kill mode, but yes. Let's see. Shadow's good. Compressa is fine. Dual Zoran, get that the fuck out of there. I'm gonna go War because it does a lot of damage. Even with the nerfs, War is still like my hardest hitting sword. Period. Yeah. Upgrade. Let's make sure I've got File Rush. I do. I'm gonna quickly just grab a failed to join session. Well, fuck. Oh yeah, quick thing. This is the Nightwave mission stuff. These are the wings. If you missed Valentine's Day, you can now unlock them for free at rank 4, which is one of the coolest rewards I've seen for people so early in the Nightwave. Also, the transmission, which is the Twitch color scheme. So that hasn't been in the game for a very long time. I was so happy to unlock that today. I should have unlocked it a few days ago, but I was like super out of it. Yeah, there's a lot of cool rewards that you can unlock. Ending with the waveform ephemera, which is brand new. All right, I'm gonna grab another drink. I'll be right back. 1 second chat. Then we're gonna do some Steel Path, which is the ultra hard mode. I'll be right back. I have my drink now. My headset on. Okay. You got us on a mission for one of the bounty missions.
All sorts of people have it over
All right.
you. People will kill you inside. Kill you and forget
Yeah, the bounty missions will always give more. I think I still have a resource booster as well, so I'm gonna be doubling up my honors.
The art of combat must be
Accept your
practiced
death.
to truly master the canvas of war.
Where am I going?
Life support has been cut off. They're trying to choke you out. I'm sending auxiliary life support.
I like how they hit me once, and then I hit them all. Force. Wow, that is a big shield. Too bad they're shit. That's right, I put all my maxed gear on. I didn't want to take any chances. Technically, my compress is not maxed out, but it's pretty strong. My epitaph is maxed out. I quite like that gun. It's a good gun. It's a status enabler. Pop it once and everything is your bitch, basically.
I've delivered a life support capsule area. Activating it will buy you more time.
God damn, these MOAs have huge shields. Lights are flashing, so we may be having a possible invasion and or Stalker Boy intrusion.
Tenno, prepare for life support.
With all your power, I can still one-shot you. Ha! Fools! Just like a game of Smite. When the enemy does not focus me, I'm allowed to run around rampant. See, I have very little health. All they gotta do is shoot me. Okay, I'm where the fuck did that guy go? That was funny. Kind of like flew up into the sky. I don't know if that was intentional or something weird happened with that MOA, but I know they're good jumpers, but that was just ridiculous. No Stalker Boy yet? What the heck? Where are these alkalites? You may never know. Oh no, that's not something I wanted to hear.
Sentient scouts.
Sentience.
Fighters will soon attack. This sentient is onto you. Look out for troopers.
Of course they detected us. Because why wouldn't they? This is a very bad time to have an itchy nose. Oh my god, can I not one-shot a sentient with my awesome Zephyr? Is this a thing? It would make sense, considering their bullshit.
Extraction is available if you need it.
We're not extracting, not yet. I haven't even seen a single field path honor drop. Have you?
The sentient has adapted to your damage.
I haven't seen one drop.
Something new.
It would mark them when they drop, so... Unless we randomly picked it up without noticing, I don't think that's possible. They're pretty noticeable. And the Alkalite hasn't appeared, so... That's a fact. Okay, I don't know what that last shadow was. It could be the sentience being... Nope, there he is. Okay, it's Malice. Not that that matters. So where is he? That's the question. Oh, he's up there. Okay, that's a fun place to be. It's the new cool hip place to be, upstairs. Take up a sizable chunk of his health with every hit. Ugh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 since I started counting. 10 hits. We did it! We got some. Now, another one could appear, eventually. Wait, no, actually, I don't think they do. I don't know. I know the enemies can randomly drop them, but I haven't seen a random drop. That was the only shit I saw. We are gonna get some from completing this mission, of course. As well, we don't go away empty-handed completely. I remember joining a mission once, and they were dropping them like hotcakes. Walked away with like over like 30.
Life support activated.
That's like time to go. You do be hitting hard. Let me out. How do I get out of here? Ah. That is such a complicated thing to get out of. What the heck? Alright, making my way to the extraction. Since we will not all survive without the group. Managed to get my combo up to 73,600. I'm pretty pleased with that number. I got it to over, I think it was 200,000 earlier today in a simulation run. It's pretty fun. That was a lot of demos.
Bane, hurry! The gate's closing! Hurry!
You can do it. I believe in you. Run! Run! One of the guys went in there to try to help you. You're good.
You're running out of time.
Oh no!
Distraction.
Now he's gonna die. Oh no, he's on his way.
Your will was greater.
He sacrificed
This is
himself for
good.
you. Hey, look, there's one. Identified. Secondary deadhead. You know, it's funny, with a lot of the changes they've made, Steel Path isn't as bad as it was when it first launched. So they're gonna have to make an even harder version of the game. I mean, I think that's what the big update was supposed to be, the one that they teased, where it was just gonna be the operator with guns. There's gonna be no powers. It's just you, a gun, and the enemies. I think that's the one that was gonna be like basically Steel Path on steroids, but that got delayed. So we're not sure when that will be being released. They're still working on it. That's definitely going to be the next chapter after the war with the sentients. That's what it seems like, because I don't see any sentience in that. It's more like it's inside the transference stream. Either we're going to wipe them out or they're going to do something horrible. And I'm not sure. They just better not remove Lotus from the story. It seems like we're going to save her, but I mean, if Rebecca says she's done voicing the Lotus, even though she's still working for them, that would be the end of her character. Guaranteed. She's like, oh, well, I'm gonna, retire from my role as
Target
Lotus.
located.
They're gonna kill her, everyone! Protect Space Bomb! Because at what point would they need to keep the character in the game if she's no longer gonna voice her character? I'd be so upset. Honestly, it'd be a terrible move to kill her off.
Excellent.
It'd be an awful move to kill her off. Her story isn't remotely done. Most people are speeding through this game at record, time, and they're just getting to know the Lotus that we've known for ages. So, removing her from the equation completely would be awful. Would not be a good decision. I was about to play this like it was an ordinary mission, and I remember these guys hit really hard, so I need to not fuck around. My bad. No. I only have 450 health, Bane. I'm not fucking around. I am a nuclear orbital strike bomb, okay? Bane, I do millions of damage with each hit. Get on my level. I never have to worry about my health because I kill everything. But that's if I'm actively dive bombing. If I fail to dive bomb and I'm just dicking around, then I'm dead. I hit my head for a living in this game. Can you say the same? For anyone who wants one of the most powerful oh yeah, we can't leave yet. Fuck. I'm just gonna hang around this open area. We could leave, but we'd be missing out on a alkalite. So we just wait till he appears. This guy doesn't understand there's an alkalite. I mean, I almost forgot there was an alkalite until I remembered. Now we're going back inside. It's cold out there. Brr. For anybody wanting a crazy powerful AoE Zephyr, or any AoE Warframe in mind, Zephyr, I strongly recommend Zephyr. You need to have target fixation, of course. That's the mod I'm using. That's how I get such high damage numbers. That's how I kill everything before they can kill me. It's a really powerful build. The one fault it has, you need to stay airborne, and... Okay, there's more than one fault. You need to stay airborne, and it also... I think some people will get bored of doing it, because you're constantly looking at the ground and head slamming, but it gets results, so... You know, that's something. Thankfully, warframes do not have actual brains anymore. She'd be literally mush. Mush Zephyr. Mush Zephyr. Well, how do you feel about today's weather? Do the alkalites always spawn? I don't know now, chat. I could have sworn they pretty much always spawn, but it's after a certain threshold of time. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe we're just wasting time, but... They should appear. It should appear. I mean, I'm willing to wait a bit. If that guy gets fed up, he can always just leave the squad and still get credit, you know, for his mission. I mean, Bane will just flounder around waiting for something that's never going to happen. I actually don't know if they're guaranteed or not. My experience, I've gotten them quite often. It's always just, you have to wait a bit. Yeah. So, I am excited for next month because not only is New World coming out, hopefully, but hopefully, Diablo 2 Resurrected is also coming out, hopefully. Should be coming out, possibly. I'm very, very excited for those two games. Yep, that guy's like, fuck these guys! Oh no, the Alkalite! He's appearing! You saw that, right? He fucking left! He left! You fool! Who'd he spawn on? Who'd he spawn on? Oh, well, I gotta go to you then. I wanna get my thing. Oh no, that poor man. He didn't realize. He didn't realize. He probably won't get credit because he's gonna rush to the exit and he's not gonna notice. Or the guy's gonna appear on him too, and he's gonna be unable to fight him because he's alone. I hope he doesn't spawn on my ass. That would not be cool. Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? Oh, there he is. Fuck. Oof. Look at that damage. Oh. He's right here. Right. Yeah, right there. Yep, headbutt does a lot of damage to this boy. Oh. That was only 12,000. He didn't have a lot of resistance to impact damage. Yeah. Eh. I'm stuck! Okay, another drawback to Zephyr, but not notably her the build, but to her in general, she's very floaty, especially if you build her with Patagium and like aerial abilities like I have, which helps her build. The problem is you can get stuck in weird places you never thought imaginable. However, I would prefer her to a warframe that is super fucking fast. Anytime. She just will end up in weird positions that are like nigh impossible to comprehend. Like the top. Which one? Volt. Yeah. Yeah. You were talking about that. Like theoretically, you can build him faster than Goss, which is shocking. Haha, shocking. Well, his speed actually stacks off power. So if you have a lot of power. because he has a cap on how fast his Mach Rush can go, and whereas Volt, you can build sprint and build power, and when you use his sprint ability, his charge ability, he like tenfold increases in ground speed. Identified secondary deadhead. I got that again. Again! That's fine. That's the point of arcanes. You get them and you keep, like, you know, combining them together and making bigger arcanes. Before you know it, you got a Minecraft house. Steel Path Incursion. I want a Minecraft house. I've made some really good houses. I love Minecraft houses. I'm hoping you're gonna want to play some Diablo 2 Resurrected when it comes out, Bane. I know those typically aren't your kinds of games, but you did play Diablo 2 before and had some fun with it. I don't know if it would pique your interest enough to play it again. I mean, it's going to have some quality of life improvements too. It's not just a fancy, you know, coding on the game. It's actually going to have some fixes. No, they've shown the fixes. Like, notably the stash. Your stash is huge now. So it's not like you're going to be tossing items at the start of the game, only to realize, you know, you're wasting your time. It's going to be this large, like, container storage system. So they're fixing that. I think they're making a few other much-needed improvements with some of the other options, stats, and shit. It's gonna be pretty as hell too. I mean, that doesn't hurt it, but that's not the only thing that they're doing to it. So there's a door here that's like sealed. I don't know what's behind it. Ah, that's what's behind it. People to die. That actually could happen in the past. There was when they were like overhauling the maps, there were some catastrophic like map generation seeds. One of which was like it kept opening up into an endless hallway, and the mission was something you could never complete. You were seeing like the objective marker, but you couldn't actually get there. You just kept going into the same hallway. Oh, I wonder when this level's going to ever end. Oh, you know it'd be a cool game mode for this? A roguelike mode? That'd be fucking cool. But that's too niche, too awesome. How dare they? FromSoft's gonna be like, how dare you do this? They're assholes. They're assholes. I'm sorry if I wanted to try something fun like Skyrim. I could see an official, like, an official mode, like a roguelike happening in Warframe. I think that's honestly one of the expected additions to the game, because the Nemesis system is really good in this. I like that. They were looking at other games with Nemesis systems, akin, you know, like Middle Earth, and they were like, oh, why don't we do that? That's pretty neat. And it works. That's normal Stalker? Or I should say, you know, Steel Path Stalker. Also, where the hell is he? Guessing he's over there. You know, I could kill this. Well, I could kill this boy if I could get to him. It's not worth it. Is it worth it? long way to go just to kill a stalker. Ow! Where the hell is he? Oh, he's right there. Bad news, Daddy. He's immune to my headbutt. Ah! I got fucking gassed!
Broken. Well done. Now get to extraction.
No! That's it! Oh, he killed whoever he was supposed to kill. Was it me? I didn't see him threaten me. I didn't see him threaten me. No, I don't think it was me. Unless there was a bug. No, he must have killed the guy that he intended on killing. Couldn't have been me. He's not the reason we're here. No, there was 2 other people down. Or a person down. I honestly did not see him threaten me. The Juggernaut's off. We're here waiting for the Alkalite, the lesser stalker, friendo. It's funny, that's the reason you do Steel Path mostly, for the chance of the extra loot. And the Alkalite is not even close to being as good as Stalker is. But yet he's the expected one. Stalker's like, I remember when people used to line up to say hello to me. It's like, nope, not anymore, sir. You're not that popular. Stalker is long overdue for another facelift. I mean, most people are gonna have War by now. If they haven't already bought it like I did. I bought it when it was exhaustively... It was inexhaustibly bullshit when I got mine. So I'm glad I got mine. Violence. Okay, where's violence spawning then? God damn it! I gotta go all the way back. Well, at least it's gonna get those other guys, you know, come back. Okay, violence, I'm coming. What? What? Bane, how did you end up inside the wall? Oh, the juggy. And looks like violence is no longer on you, so shit. Okay, well, you're gonna have to do the stuck command there. And hurry up before these guys quit the mission and we lose, and they're gonna start. We're gonna lose credit. He's all the way where they are. Follow the green. Follow the green. Follow the green thing. Hurry before these assholes fuck us over. Wow, I can't believe they do that. I'm not even gonna wait. They're not even gonna wait. I'm almost there. Okay, well, good news is, if they don't fuck up the mission, you can't miss it, because it's literally in, like, a tunnel, but, bad news is, where the fuck am I going? Correction, you might be able to... No, you won't be able to miss it. It's on the way there. Hurry. 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 All you gotta do is grab it. You don't have to get here. You just have to grab it. I think he got it. He got it, champ.
What you have learned here will serve you well.
Secondary Merciless. Okay. Cool. Cool. That's cool. Ugh. Polymer bundles? Heck yeah. I didn't already have millions of that. I literally have stuff that's like in the millions, and I don't even know what to do with half of it. Obviously, I'm not supposed to know what to do with it. It's something that you're building with. It's a resource. You're using resources to build random shit throughout your adventures, but still. What could I possibly do? Hey, look, another mission. What could I possibly do? Also, how many Rhino Prime things do I have? Rhino. Only one! And I think it's for the thing I already have. At the very least, I can help Bane possibly have a chance of getting the Neuroptics blueprint. Been sitting on a Rhino Prime, I think it's Neuroptics, for literally years. I don't remember where I got it from. I think I got it when he was still in the game before he was vaulted. Like the first time, when the game was fucking uber hard. That's where I got all my Loki Prime blueprints I never ended up using.
And the enemy calls for a song.
God, I do not miss the old Warframe, but at the same time,
None of the scanners
kind of wish it was an option to play. You want to cry? You're gonna love Warframe original recipe. I hate this so much. Are those seriously Sentinels? No. No, 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 not now. Please, not now. Not now, Sentients. Not now.
Be on the lookout for
I know I said
security
Sentinels, I
measures.
meant
The
Sentients.
enemy would rather destroy data than let it get into our
Whatever.
hands.
It's that same thing. It's a thing that watches and waits and then hurts you at your weakest. Wait, this is a spy mission? Oh no! I refuse to enter any of those holes. Any of the Grunier puzzles. I'm not prepared. I'm not prepared, Sam. I am. Come on, destroy. Go down here in Atlantis. Bloop, bloop, blue. Super pretty down here. I like it. Oh, it's a thing. I want it. Ah! I'm gonna scan it. No, pull up the scanner. They're gone. They're gone. Where'd they go? Oh, there you are.
Target console is nearby.
You're gonna bite me.
If you trigger the alarms
You're
now,
gonna do it.
The enemy will start destroying data.
Damn it, they're so close. Fine. It's fine. I don't need to scan the sharks. I wanted to scan the sharks. I got a shark or two. Good. What the whole? Ooh. Oh, that's frame fighter data. Heck yeah. Okay. That is Ash. Cool. Yeah, yeah. Boom. Dead Grenier. That's why I hate spy missions. Because sometimes you have no fucking idea where it wants you to go. Also, I can't help but notice we have 2 other people in our group, and I don't see them anywhere.
Alarms have been triggered. To retrieve that data before the data
I
destruction
see one
is
of them
complete.
over here. I can't tell if he's at the objective he's supposed to be at, or if he's, like, still at the beginning of
Data
the level.
integrity verified. Retrieval was successful.
Aha! He was here. There. Sorry. You guys got close. This guy's still working.
We have everything we came for. To extraction.
Yes. We did it! One of the worst mission structures of all time. But we haven't found an alkalite yet. Actually don't know if they can appear in this type of mission. I don't know if there's like a weird sort of requirement. These two guys want to leave, so I don't know if they know something we don't, or... I mean, I can wait, I just don't think they're going to appear here. I just have a suspicion they won't appear here. Because it's a spy mission, and imagine if it was taking you a long time to solve a puzzle, and then that fucker spawned in on you. Probably a deal breaker. So I'm going to assume they don't appear on spy missions. It's just my thought process there. We've all seen how Acre near Lich handles that same scenario, and it's pretty awful. I don't think that they appear there. I could be wrong, but we were there a while.
All sorts of people have it over you.
Ugh. Yawns. Can't wait till Halloween. Yay. Also, I can't wait to see the last
Accept
few
your death,
episodes
and whom
of
you
The
yet
Walking
await.
Dead.
Trust
I should say
in
the
your
last
dream.
season. I cannot wait. A little sad to see it go, but I've enjoyed every moment of that series. Yep. I remember when they were first talking about it on the television. They were like, we're gonna try something weird for the first time. AMC is gonna be introducing a horror zombie apocalypse
Captured a radiant
series based off of the graphic novel The Walking Dead. And I was just like, oh my god, zombies on TV, it's gonna be so cool. It's gonna be so cool. Because no one's ever made a zombie series until The Walking Dead did. It's always been movies. Games and movies. Never...
The enemy have
No, Z Nation is newer.
must be
It's not as old as The Walking Dead. Walking Dead is like really old now. I say really old, it's like, you know, probably like almost 14 years, I want to say. Somewhere around there. Hard to think. That's like that old now, but it is. No, Z Nation was sci-fi's answer to The Walking Dead, and I think it's an abhorrent mockery. I don't like it. I don't like slapstick. I don't want it to be slapstick. I like zombies to be scary. I don't want them too funny. Well, they weren't, but the people were trying to be funny, and it made me pissed off. I don't know if the show's taken on a darker turn, but I remember the stupid commercials. They're like, "Ooh, no one ever thought to be a zombie baby." And it's like, dude, you didn't invent the zombie baby. Romero did. I bet many people could criticize that if Romero actually invented the zombie baby or not. I'm sure there are other examples of zombie babies in popular culture people seem to have forgotten about. Z Nation did not invent the zombie baby. They didn't invent the zombie tiger either. Somebody else put that in another science fiction show. and it has since been repeated. Very recently, there was a zombie tiger in another zombie film that wasn't that great, but it was a zombie tiger. So, yeah. Actually, Kingdom. There was another. I talked about that show, that Korean movie, Kingdom. Well, there is another one that came out. It's an independent movie of the series, but it's in the same universe. It's in the same universe with connecting factors. I'll just say that there is a zombie tiger. They put a fucking zombie deer and a zombie tiger. Sorry, there are two animals, and I just thought that was the coolest thing. It's like, good for you for doing the animal thing. So a lot of people forget animals and zombie virus. They don't often put two and together. It's like, hey, I remember Parasite Eve and Resident Evil when they have all sorts of weird, natural mishaps with these, horrible viruses. So it's kind of cool to see Kingdom was like, okay, you know what? Fuck it, tiger. It's done believably, too. It's not, like, stupid or anything. Yeah, Kingdom is fucking amazing. You're watching Netflix, and it's dark out, and there's, like, rain or whatever. Perfect fucking time to put on Kingdom. Now, you could watch this movie before watching the series, but I would recommend against it because it would give away a critical plot point about the very nature of the start of Kingdom. The movie does take place before, and it gives some more eye-open. Because it literally points a finger at a character responsible for it all. So it's better to, I would honestly say, chronology-wise, it's better to watch it after, just because it does point a finger. After you've watched it, it's perfectly fine, but if you watch it now, it's like kind of, already knowing. Oh, you could. I'm just saying, you'll already like understand what happened in the series if you watch it. That's the thing. I liked going into the series when the series was new, and then being like, I wonder how it actually all started. The movie kind of shows you how it kind of sort of all starts, but only that movie's, or I should say the series premise, how that starts. It doesn't exactly show you the origin of origins. It shows you the origin of the series, like where it all goes horribly, horribly wrong. How it all begins. But see, I can make the same comparison about Star Wars. Most people would still argue it's better to watch New Hope up to Jedi, then watch the prequels, if this is your first experience.
We have control of all factors.
Well, but if this was your first time ever, would you want to already know Darth Vader was, Space Dad? If this was your first time. See, I watched it as a kid, so it was a huge revelation that the big scary bad guy was Space Dad. Like, it was just as shocking to me as it was in the 1970s when it first came out. Because we had no alternative. And then watching the fall of Vader, watching the rise, I should say, and then the fall of Vader in the opening series, it's more impactful for that. But if it's your first experience, I'm not sure if it's better to watch it chronological or release order. I think a lot of people would still prefer release order if it was their first time. And no, I'm not saying that the zombie series is the Star Wars of zombie series, but it's pretty fucking good. You want to watch the movie? I think it's called A Sin of the North. It's Kingdom, A Sin of the North. and it's about a character. She has a very minor referencing in the series itself, but the movie is about her, completely about her. And it's not a happy movie. Just say that. This is not a... I mean, that world isn't happy, period, but it's not a happy movie. Nothing about it's gonna make you, jump for joy. It's sad. It's a sad movie. It's a good movie, though. They're all good. I love the Kingdom series, and I'm hoping there's another project. I didn't expect there to be a movie. I was like, oh, they just got finished season 2. I blew through season 2, and I was like, oh, man, I want more. And then this just pops up out of nowhere, and I'm like, oh my god, thank you. Please more, please more. Those are some fucking scary zombies, okay?
We fought with
The
honor.
Koreans know how to make a horror film, and I love it. It's medieval zombies, too, so it's not something you often get. Their stuff is good, too. It's not terrible, but it's better than most American stuff.
We have decoded the
Oh,
message.
no, you're talking about the, let's insert Kung Fu into everything?
Everyone.
I wouldn't even consider that horror. I wouldn't consider that. Yeah, no, I wouldn't consider, yeah. No, when they actually put their minds to it, they can make some good... Like, well, I'm no longer scared, I'm more pissed off now. No, the Koreans, they're experts, they're pros. They know how to make you squirm in your seat. They make some amazing films. And in fact, most of the zombie films recently to date have come from Korea. #Alive. Fucking amazing. Literally a story from the pages of World War Z. Yeah, Train to Busan. I haven't seen the second one. I've been kind of hesitant because it looks like it's going more of the action, but I will eventually see it. Train to Busan 1 is fucking amazing. Amazing. If you have to watch zombie films, anyone, again, Train to Busan, #Alive, Kingdom, Season 2, and obviously Kingdom, A Sin of the North. Fucking amazing. Horror, action. See, it's not action over horror. It's horror with some action. Like, the choreography, one of the heroes from Kingdom, he takes out his blade, and he's a badass. He's a badass just by looking at him. He's got that kind of personality, but he knows when he's beat. These fucking things are literally like dogpiling over each other, snapping and snarling and cracking. It's horrifying. And then he takes one look at this hallway, and he's like, fuck that. And he fucking runs. It's like, okay, I saw this guy kill 50 soldiers alone, but he's had enough of these things. Like, that movie definitely knows how to put you into the paces. You know when to be expecting something, something's not right in a scene. They do such a good job of pacing in that. And there are some, characters that are kind of comical, but they're not overly comical. The actors know their place. They know what kind of movie they're making. They'll, say something, off color and kind of friendly, and then you're like, ah ha ha, and you almost forget you're watching a horror series. And then someone gets their face ripped off, and it's like, oh god, I'm not laughing anymore. They do such a fantastic job with Kingdom. And the second season is more or less the end of the main story, but that's not necessarily the end of the full overarching story. There's still so much more they can put in, because I believe that is based off of another, it's like a book series or whatever, and there's so much more that happens and can happen. It honestly could be the next Walking Dead, really. Like, if they truly continue it, they want to continue making more, they can, and they can easily do it, and everyone will love it.
Activating it will buy you
Which one was that? Ah, yes. I remember you talking something about that. Is it- Like everything else, it appears to have been delayed slightly. Oh. Okay, well that's just Netflix being weird. Yeah, that's Redditors for you. They're horrible, awful, trolly people. For people that don't understand what people want. Not these ones. Yeah, where's the movie?
additional life
Where
support
is it?
has arrived.
That's how I feel about games that you get very little information by the developers, and you just want to see more to it. Like, I'm that way about Emberfall right now. I'm like, please, I want to know. I need to know. I need to see. I don't care if it's something stupid like the inventory screen. I want to see what they're seeing. Okay. Where are you? Shadow Stalker. Yeah, people will like talk something up and then offer no available fleshing out of this thing. They're just like, oh yeah, it's super hard to find, but man, oh, you should have seen it. Oh man, I can tell you everything about it. Well, I mean, clearly you could point me in the right direction to find it, right? Man, you're missing out. Shut up! Show me! Where's the movie? I feel I'm that way sometimes when I'm talking about this stuff and some people have no access to it. Sorry if that's how I come off sometimes. It's kind of the point of pseudo podcasting, things that you enjoy or trying to get people to notice it. I'm probably talking about Kingdom and people are like, what is the zombie series he's talking about? It's on Netflix. It's amazing. Really. You have to see it. But where is it? Netflix. How? Netflix. Most terrifying fucking zombies you could possibly fucking imagine. Really good. Much like. Much rewatch. I think I'll be rewatching it again for the third time this October, because it's just... I rewatched Hashtag Alive again recently, because I just felt like it. It's like, I like that thought of being trapped in an apartment complex with millions of screaming undead running around. Oh, I thought you were gonna say Madoka Magica is like, it's not cutesy. It's not cutesy. It's not cutesy. No, I already knew that there was something horribly wrong. I'd never really heard. I saw a meme, and it had QB, and he looks at the camera and it says, I'm Satan! And I was like, why does that seem so accurate? Like, you don't know where memes are. You don't know where memes go. You know, half the time they're just exaggerations. But for some reason, looking in those deadpan red eyes... Yeah, you're like, oh, I can really get. They killed her. She's dead. She's dead. Yeah, no, I. Oh, violence. I didn't see him. Ah, I'm coming. Oh, he's here on me. Okay, well, I'm going to probably get murdered because I almost burned myself to a crisp. That was lovely. I gotta drop his shield. He's at the exit. Close to the exit. Not on the exit, but close. Okay, he is no match for my headbutt of doom. Oh, but if he stabs me, I'm dead. Yeah. Ah! He killed me! No, he killed me! Fucker! He's running. He's coming at you. He's coming. I'm reviving. I did some amazing damage until he stabbed me right through the fucking heart. Did this, like, flourish and just ended me. Just went, yeah! Hey, Grim.
They fought well.
Hello,
Good
you
death
celestial bunny.
fall.
Ah, celestial bunny.
What'd you say, man? What didn't you... What didn't you notice? Oh, yeah, they didn't care. They didn't care about the real gift there. I hope you're having a good night, Grim. I am Celestial Bunny. Is that a fucking fly in my Coca-Cola? Are you fucking what? Oh my god. No, it's a... Oh my fucking god. I'll be right back. Oh, that is evil. Why, universe? Why?
If I may say, operator, your chosen warframe suits you. Ha ha.
Oh my god. Well, that was regrettable.
The fly thought you should have a diet in your soda. Oh no.
I'm having a good morning. I'm chilling before I go to school. Alright, Grim. Extra protein. No! 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 No, not good. Not good. We don't drink flies here. Despite them wanting to be drank.
Operator, did you hear that? It
Like,
said-
seriously, we have the worst kind of flies because they will
Cosmic
fly
background radiation
into your
is a
nose,
riot.
into your eyes. It's like they're trying to be consumed any way they can. They desperately want to become part of you. And I hate it. I don't want to eat a fly. I don't want to snort a fly. I don't want any of that stuff. No! Here we are talking about zombie movies and zombie series, and then there's fucking flies just coming in. No. 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 This is how this shit starts. You inhale a fly or you eat it, and then you get like some horrible nightmare virus. No. No, you don't. That's a lie. Spiders do not like damp holes. They hate them. They will stay away. However, they do crawl all over you in your sleep. This is a fact. They do crawl all over you. Because you're warm. They don't! No spider likes moist spaces. This is wrong. This is wrong. No, that is a lie. That does not happen. Stop putting that filth in people's heads. No. No, they do not like moist spaces. I have never known a spider to like moist spaces. Ever. Moist. Moist. I don't. Never heard of one. Never heard of one. Yeah. I'm glad I looked down at my drink, you know, after I was done talking about Kingdom. I'm glad, because if I hadn't, I would have been drinking that flask. Now I'm gonna be looking at it the entire night. A what? It's a clock muncher.
Life support incoming.
What a name! What a name! Who are you, noble warrior? My name is Clock Muncher. Tarantulas, extra protein and moist. Did you know tarantulas taste identical to lobster? This is why I will not... Yeah, they are. This is why I stopped eating lobster. I heard that. I even saw a video. It's like some village in, like, I think it's Uganda or something like that, and they're like, okay, we're cooking some tarantula, and we got some butter, and the guy's like, this tastes exactly like not even kidding, 100% like lobster. And he's pulling the meat out of the legs, and it's all like, it's that nice, like, pristine, like, white color that the lobster has. And I was just like, in my mouth. I was like, okay, that's it. I'm done. It was on Discovery, and I was like, I'm done. I'm never eating lobster again. I can't now. I can never, ever eat a lobster again. Because every time I eat the lobster, I'm gonna think, someone could have slipped tarantula in your lobster. You wouldn't know. You literally wouldn't know. You wouldn't know. You wouldn't know, though. Literally, think of it. Your lobster sandwich could have tarantula to cut corners. They're cheaper, Bane. They're cheaper. They are cheaper.
Prepare for life support.
I need to see the shell. Why do you need to see the shell? Because my friend told me, who's a YouTuber, said he swears to God somebody could slip tarantula meat in your lobster roll. So I need to see it. They're gonna paint a tarantula with like chili paste, and you'd be like, "That's not a lobster." No, it totally is. That's not a lobster. I'm not eating that. I know, it's like, that's not a lobster. They're like, it's a fluffy lobster. No, it's not. Alright, dump it in the water. Let's see if she can swim. The tarantula's like, you're freaking out in the water. It's like, alright, you still trying to sell me this, quotations, lobster? They're like, it's totally a lobster. It's a land lobster. Yeah. Tarantula. I died again. Oh, this is the fart clouds. The fart clouds finish me. Hey, for those of you just joining, we're talking about how tarantula tastes exactly like lobster, and how some people will try to trick you into eating lobster. Sorry, tarantula. This isn't the main subject of that. It is. It is. This is a good thing to know. This is extremely illegal. You can't just claim a food as something when it isn't, especially if it's something gross like that. Haha, I got ya, it's chicken, fool! No! Well, I lost my appetite. I'm sorry, baby. I'm sorry. That's the risk you take when you watch a warframe stream. People talking about random shit. I'm sorry. Oh no. The Revenge of Tarantulas, evil laughter. I kind of want to eat fried tarantulas now, though. Well, you can do that if you want. I will not stop you, but I will say no, my friends. I would vote against it. Oh yeah, yeah. I don't think you ever saw my video, Bane, that I did with Ambu ages ago. It was gummy bears and sriracha sauce with I think grass jelly as well. It was fucking awful. It was bad. It was, well, I didn't know you then, and I could have died, so might have never gotten to know you. It was funny because me and Amber were like discussing like stupid video ideas, and I was like, okay, how about we do like a gummy bear challenge? And she's like, yeah, we'll do a gummy bear challenge. Fuck, what was that?
Life support has finished.
Yeah, just like things that you shouldn't cook that you. Yeah, I don't remember the specifics. I remember that it was like things you shouldn't cook, like Peeps, gummy bears, macaroni, soda. Yes, specifically that one. Yes. Yeah. It's gonna be so bad. Or it's gonna be victory. Oh god, no. Gummy bears and sriracha, nice. They were fucking horrible, Grim. They were the worst. Like, they were so bad. First of all, I don't like sriracha sauce. I bought sriracha sauce on accident because I thought it was like every other hot sauce in existence. No, it's not. And gummy bears with sriracha, mistakes were made. Also, Ambu didn't actually know that that's what I meant by challenge, so she was eating something good and I was eating bad stuff. Yeah. Yeah, she didn't know. She actually didn't know what I meant. So she's like, wait, you're doing sriracha sauce? And I was like, yeah. And she's like, I got chocolate. And I was like, what is it, Bane? I didn't mean to...
What you have learned here will serve you well.
Oh, you're talking about, like, making a gelatin? Like, ooh, that's cool. I like that.
Spore saturation is critical mass.
You want to know what is a real challenge? African habanero hot sauce plus coffee. Well, I love habaneros. I don't like coffee, though. Fat. Ah. And it, like, clots stuff. Yeah. So it okay, so it congeals whatever's in it and inside the oil. Okay, okay. Well, that's what I mean. Like, yeah, it because it's being dipped into oil at a super hot temperature. The thing is being dipped as a super hot temperature into oil. No, I know. I'm trying to specify the oil isn't hot, but the hot thing is dropped into the oil. This causes it to form together. Ah, that's pretty cool.
Operator, did you hear that? It said...
Okay. So it has a good hot
background
like
radiation
stew
is a
time, and
riot.
then you bring it down, and then you dip it into the oil, and it takes on the shape. I could do that. I could make a sword. I could forge a sword out of Coca-Cola. It would be intended for sucking on. Shut up. That is the actually the first. That's what she said. I think in 3 months, 4 months, maybe. And I have been very well behaved. So there goes Bane breaking the streak. We are back at square one, ladies and gentlemen. No, there's no problem. It's a record. It's a record that's been shattered. It's been shattered. It's broken. It's blemished. How can I go on? All right. Over dramatic. As the Coca-Cola sword candy. Yum. All right. I'm gonna switch some items. I've got some more things to level. Like the Grenier saw pistol monstrosity gunblade thing. Yeah, let's do this thing. That's right. I made it look like Loki. There we go. Let's see. And do I have a secondary? I do, actually. We're gonna go back to the Atomos here, because why not? All right. Yeah, you could make candy swords, candy medieval weapons. You get like a nice mold for them, and you just pour in the gelatin or the gooey stuff, and yar, and chew on the blades. Remember seeing a thing about a company that makes anything into chocolate, and they were like showing off their guns, and the guy just takes a bite out of a Glock, and I was like, for some reason that looks so satisfying. Oh, there's like a cell phone. It's like, you don't answer the cell phone, you devour it. It had like soft brownie chocolate inside. Okay, no, you don't take the Glock chocolate out in public. Okay, I'm just gonna say that right off the bat. You don't take the gun-shaped chocolate in public. I'm mentioning it because it looked like a real gun until he bit it. Yeah. On the show, it was showing off like extreme foods, and they show this like gun case, and it looks legit and everything, and he takes a solid bite out of this gun. It's pure freaking chocolate. They even have an ivory hilted like Magnum, and it's chocolate. It's chocolate, white chocolate, almond butter. It's fucking looks amazing. But then there was like the chocolate jewelry, you know, like the gold bands that are actually, you know, like orange chocolates and like, you know, other types of white chocolates. It's amazing. You just want to stick it in your mouth, but it's a TV show. You're like licking the TV screen. Everyone's like, "Oh man, you're so weird." Like, I'm hungry for luxury chocolate. Chocolate ghost peppers. Now that actually is exactly what it sounds like. They can coat ghost peppers in chocolate, and I've heard chocolate and like super hot peppers are really good. They play off each other. Yes, they actually cut down on the heat. That's what chocolate and milk does to hot, you know, capsaicin. No, it might, some sugar might, but I know for a fact milk products counter spice. They counter capsaicin. I'll stick with my milk because I know it works. Also, this Vastalock is a shit weapon. Oh no! Coca-Cola does nothing for heat. No, Bane. No, as someone who loves Coca-Cola and habaneros, I can tell you 100% Coca-Cola does nothing to abide the hotness of habanero. It actually doesn't. It might actually make it worse, and I think that's the caffeine. It might make it worse. I still imbibe both at the same time because I'm a glutton for punishment. But the milk products do work with some crazy stomach caused by spices. Yes. Milk has scientifically shown to counter capsaicin. Sugar might have a small hand in it, but caffeine does you no favors. I know that. Caffeine, not good. Not so good. That's why a lot of people like spicy coffee mixers, because I guess they just embolden each other. Oh, this guy got stuck. What? Same bugs I've been dealing with over a year. Oh, he must have missed the update where I was falling through the world. That was fun. You remember that. Every fucking, like, second. Bane, I'm stuck in the world. Hey, death vengeance. Instead of doing something productive, I'm grinding out. No. I was talking about this other guy got stuck. he got stuck. So I was referencing that time that I kept getting stuck in the world from other updates.
Death the Pigeon says, instead of doing something productive, I'm grinding out 2,500 wood traces so I can get a bunch of rhino sets.
Smiley face. Hey, that's productive. You get to be Rhino Prime.
I love spicy coffee mixtures. They're really strong.
Oh,
All the arms. Hope this guy, his bugs resolve themselves. I mean, I get stuck every now and again, but I haven't been stuck as much as, you know, that recent series of bugs. I really don't want to use the melee weapon, because I know I'm just gonna hate it. Look at this. Look at this thing. Yeah, sure, the shot is really powerful, but I can just one-shot them with my, you know, ability. Why would I use the Bastilok? It is fodder for levels, that's all it is. Many powerful. Part of me is almost dancing with the thought of buying Rhino Prime, but I really don't want to because he's not worth it to me. I would rather just grind him, but I know, like, I've got to get on this grind train soon. I'm not gonna have the time or desire to do it when New World and Diablo Resurrected come out. Like, I know Rhino Prime's a great warframe, it's just, he's not my style. So, like, part of my mind's like, you should totally just buy him. I don't want to. I don't want to waste the money just yet. It's not worth it. Is there another Zephyr here? I think there is.
Yeah, there is another Zephyr. Oh my god. There's another Zephyr. It's Zephyr Party.
New data conduit. Proceed immediately.
Yes. This person knows what's up. Be the bird frame.
Do not weep for these creatures.
Bird frame
They are
OP.
immortal. They can and have faced 1 billion
Do
deaths.
not weep for these
You,
creatures.
however, do not enjoy the protections of synthesis.
You say 1 billion deaths, so does that
Consequences.
mean that you can literally change how time works in here? Who's to say he's not messing with time right now? All the characters you know are just representations digitally imposed. You are actually in this mainframe forever. None of it's real, not even Clem. Poor sweet Clem. They need to make a main story content that's revolving around him. That'd be just funny as hell. No, I mean like a big... His introduction is just that. It's an introduction. They really need to add a full-scale story thing. Maybe make him the hero. But the funny thing is that you don't understand what the hell he says, so... All the decisions he makes, he just says Clem Grakata. You're like so lost in this story, you have no idea what's going on, and everyone's like just following through with whatever Clem says, and your character's just like, what is actually happening? You defeated the Orican Resurgence! You did it, Clem! Did you always know you'd do it? That's it. Well, that was the weirdest 4 hours of my life. Clem is the only good Grenier. Only good one. They are all big stinkers. Epic stinkers. Okay, I mean, I did like Teal Regular. He's a bad guy. Clearly a bad guy. But he's so good at it. That's the difference. He's good at it. I want to get a phone, like, ringtone with his voice on it. I'm excited. It's Sorry, you just said I'm kind of excited. I'm like, I'm getting excited, Tenno.
A new data conduit is open. Our experiment moves to a new zone.
What are you gonna? Oh no. I thought you were gonna say I can make my avatar into Teal Gregor. You could. I don't think he has a yes or a no though, so if someone asks you an actual question, you're gonna have some limited answers. Tube men. That means yes. Tube men. That means no. She doesn't love you. It's just an insult. Plain harsh. He is still the. Wait, did you actually try to? Did you turn on that thing? Oh, okay. I thought you were trying to get. It's like it's not working. No, not right now. Not while you're streaming. Don't do what I do. Last minute shenanigans that fuck up your entire stream. That's fine. Alright, Grim, you have a good one. Thank you for watching. I hope you have a wonderful night. And there will be hopefully more streams during the week. I've been lackluster lately, just kind of, I don't know, lazing about. I've had a bit of a week, so, but I want to get back to normal, like, you know, every other night kind of thing. Thank you for watching tonight. We're going to be streaming a bit longer here. Warframe. Honestly, if like Bane hadn't wanted to get on Warframe, I was going to suggest Age of Wonders, because we haven't really done anything with Season 2. You remember Season 2? Conquering the world again? It's been a while. Yes, we even did that. Didn't go anywhere either. That really just has to do with our schedules, and that kind of stream takes a long time. Like, it's a long nightly experience. It's something you get kind of invested in, and you can't just... Yeah, it's like one more turn, and it ends up being like, you know, 7 o'clock in the morning for me, and I'm just like... dead. Honestly, I think that's what's going to happen with Diablo 2 Resurrected, because I'm going to go full ham into that game. I want to play on your world. I want to play on your world. Oh, God. No such weapon, lying sack of shit. Amazon has banned your Amazon account. Ow! My movies. Yeah, you didn't think about that, huh? You didn't think about that, Cubic Hackerson. They were doing that to people, though. They were banning their fucking accounts. They were banning people's accounts. That's why they want to make games, because secretly they're sadists, and they want to make sure that somebody makes a mistake on purpose or on accident, so they can ban your entire fucking account. Then they can sell your account name to someone else. I cannot wait to play that game, though. Seriously, like, again. The real game this time, not the beta. I want to play the real game. I'm excited. People want them to. Did you see the discussions on Steam? They're like, can we please? Yeah, they were saying, can we just please get the beta back? Please, we don't care if we get our character. Please, just please.
to the morning world, please.
People are really addicted, and it's a fun game. It is a fun game. People were talking so much shit about it the first time. Exactly. You end up in this situation where you want to make better weapons, and you can no longer get the good ones from the traders, so there's this level gap disparity. It's like, oh, well, I could either, you know, spend another 4 hours of farming the pasture to try to get a gun. We're still going to do that, you know. We are going to farm him. What do you mean once? Only one kill, or? Ah, okay. The Garrett got it 3 times, 2 times with you there, and 1 time without. I have to say that it's not really bragging, chat. It's like just the sheer stupidity of it. I had no interest in guns. I kept getting the fucking thing. And it's a really good weapon. It's a really strong weapon. To be very, very bluntly honest, even though I bought like a really good gauntlet for myself, which I never got to use because of level 40, that gun, by its own stat values, was still better than my level 40 weapon. Like the equivalency of it, it's a mythic gun with a mythic quality gem installed for free, and it's got all these awesome modifiers, including the headshot modifier, so it's ridiculously powerful. This is an N tier level 20 weapon, and you can get it off the pasture, and I got it 3 times. And it's very sad Bane did not get it a single time in the efforts he put forth to kill that thing. So yeah, we're gonna farm him, and hopefully he'll drop it for you finally. Hopefully. Because it's a huge upgrade. It's a... Hopefully. Like, that's a big upgrade. And we didn't get a chance to see other enemies in the world, like other bosses, like what kind of shit do they drop? I'm sure there's a lot of bosses that drop a lot of unique things. There were some Dryad bosses that I hadn't encountered, and I have a suspicion that one of them drops something really nice as well. There's like this archer Dryad, she's outside the tree, and I was thinking, I bet she drops a bow. There was also a like Grand Druid, and he probably drops the life staff, I would assume. Also, he has an ability I recommended that Amazon add to the... Not going through. I kept telling Amazon, you need to add this ability in, if you haven't already thought of it, because it's like an entangling root spell, and it was just so satisfying to see. It was crazy awesome.
Enter the data conduit.
I mean, pistol seems very, like, reasonable. It's gonna be the next thing. I would assume it's gonna be dual wielding. Yeah.
Hunter,
It makes sense.
will go on without you.
Well, there's currently no rapid fire gun, so that would make sense. 2 pistols. You know? Yeah. And there is no short range gun either. The bow is the closest to a short range, but it's not a short range. It's medium. A stopping power gun seems like a very reasonable weapon. A pair of pistols. I could see those happening. Because I don't think they'll be adding in a precision rifle. That wouldn't make sense. You've already got the musket. People are really good at it. They can make some crazy shots from a distance. Musket already has the largest range for any weapon in the game. Period. The life staff and I think the fire staff come kind of close to that, but they're magic. They're not guns. So when it comes to gun archetypes, there's only two rounds, two ways I can see that happening is pistols, dual wielding, and blunderbuss. It's just it doesn't make sense that they do a marksman or whatever. Ugh, soda's not sitting well. It's all the talking and all the laughing.
Operator, did you hear that? It said... Cosmic background radiation is a riot!
Let's see. Opticore? You're leveling an opticore? An opticore? Opticore. Opticore is just a really cool name for a weapon. Sounds like you're gonna blow out somebody's eye socket with lasers. Bum bum bum. Primary weapons. Secondary weapons. I mean, it would be funny. This is our group. He doesn't want to be a part of it. He stayed here, so he's got to accept interference where interference is taken and given. If he doesn't click yes in a bit, just do it anyways. He really doesn't want to be here, he'll leave. Frickin' randos. It's always the randos. Never mind, there he goes. See? He's gone. He gone. He did it. Slappin' snorkel? What the heck? Odd. Snorkel. Slappin' snorkel.
Kill everything you encounter. Do not relent. The integrity of this experiment.
I'm not gonna get that damn Power Rangers open world game out of my head. I'm still pissed. I'm sorry. In the back of my head, I'm just thinking about it. I'm so mad. I'm so mad that it's not happening. I'm fucking angry. Did you take a look at the article I linked earlier? You gotta take a look at some of the art. Like, it's really... You could read it if you want. It's basically going to tell you what I said. They didn't believe it was the right time or something that they wanted to make. But the artwork, the concept art is fucking beautiful. Like, yeah, you get to fight around in open world cities and alien landscapes and fighting monsters and being the heroes. And you can use your Zords. It's like, oh my god. Any Power Ranger that you want. They even show the Green Ranger. I am so pissed. So, when you hear about Power Ranger games, remember, chat, the only ones we currently have in this generation of games are the fighting game, the fighting game, and the fighting game. You could have had the Power Rangers open world experience. That's not Power Rangers. It's not like... What I mean is, we want a game where we get to play as the Power Ranger. Like, actually doing Power Ranger things, not a simulation of characters, not a turn-based game, not a stupid fighting game. We want a game where we beat up monsters, we morph, we ride our giant mechs. There is no game like that, and this concept game that never happened is everything I wanted to see in a Power Rangers game since I was a child. And we've never had that. So mad. Obviously, when I was a kid, we didn't have the technology to make games like that, but still. This is the shit you dream about. I'm such a geek about it, but, like, seriously, that concept blows my mind. And it blows my mind further that they didn't consider it. I'm just hoping it draws enough attention that Saban and Bandai are like, we definitely need to make this now. We have to make this now. Because everyone's freaking out about it. I mean, anyone who's a fan of the genre is gonna look at that. Even people who, you know, they like some kind of Sentai, like Beetleborgs or whatever, but not all of it, they'll still look at that and say, I want to try it. And it's currently just a, you know, basically a death song, a epitaph of a game that wasn't going to happen. It's an idea that was thrown about, and it got turned down for one or two small reasons that had nothing to do with the credence of the concept either. That's the thing. Like, these game companies, they're gonna say, well, what's more profitable for us? Well, fuck your stupid mobile crap. It's not going to be profitable as much as a game that people really love. It'll never. You can make all the mobile Power Ranger games you want. It'll never be as good as the game that's being presented to you right now. Do you want people to remember your game? Do you want people to consistently throw cash at you because they love it, as opposed to being told, "Oh, for $50 you can play as Tommy"? God. Like, I wish I was a multi-billionaire, because I would fund that shit right now. I am buying the rights to publish this game now. Thank you very much. Open World Power Rangers. Gotta do it. I'm just mad. I'm mad. I'm mad that they made mistakes. I'm mad that they decided that this wasn't worth the time. That happens a lot in the gaming industry. They'll come up with ideas for something, and it will get turned down. It'll get turned down. No, this won't work. No one's gonna like this. This won't work. Other times, too, a game will come out, and then it changes its gears very quickly. Like, oh, I don't know, fucking Fortnite. And that, I feel, was a change for the worst. We know that story. Yeah, Fortnite was a zombie game. No, it made them a lot of money, but became a laughing stock of the games. Like, it's a joke. When people talk about Fortnite, they're not talking about how good the game is. They're talking about the very meme of it existing. As opposed to the, you know, tower defense game with quirky humor and really fast-paced action, a thinking man's game. It isn't that anymore. And honestly, a lot of people have forgotten what it was. Like, a lot of these kids are playing Fortnite, and you're like, oh yeah, isn't it that zombie game? They're like, there's no zombies in Fortnite. It's like, are you fucking for real?
For the Lotus.
Bane, there's no blocks in Minecraft. Silly fool, did you think you could build a farm? Minecraft's about telling stories now. Oh, no, sorry, that's dead. Never mind, that company went under. There was actually a story mode Minecraft, and that was for, what was it, Telltale Games. You know, those scammers. Those jerks. Yeah, a lot of games do go through processes. You know, even if they've been released, they will take drastic changes in different directions. Warframe is a success story. It sounds like Extra just walking behind the scene. He's looking at you. He's like, I know you, and I'll keep my eyes on you, even though I haven't met you before. It's Terrence. Clem's left eyebrow won't forgive you. What? Oh yeah, that's just Telltale Games. They're awful at actually programming games. It was a little known secret that their games were terrible, and everyone who bought their games thought they were better than they actually were. Yeah, that's basically, we're gonna cut corners, we're gonna make you think there's choice, but there really is no choice. We're gonna give you the illusion of choice. that's them trying to force their narrative. Even though it's supposed to be a choose-your-own-adventure style game, it's not really a choose-your-own-adventure game. I never got into those games because I hated that concept. I thought it was a waste of the IP. I thought it was just a terrible decision because I knew it was going to go down that road. It's like they're presenting you with choices, and these choices are illusions, layered illusions. They don't actually mean anything. That's what happened with Skyrim. I love Skyrim in a lot of ways, but I've always criticized Dawnguard because it was that exact scenario. It's like, oh. You did? No, I'm here. I've been here. I've been talking. I was talking about that. Oh, okay. Yeah, Discord might be having some issues. No, my stream's still going, so just making sure that wasn't fucking up. I was just talking. I was confirming what you were saying about like Telltale, the illusion of choice, and then I was talking about Skyrim. It's like the exact same feeling because the Dawnguard expansion did that exact cardinal sin, where they're telling you can choose to do this thing, be a bad guy, you know, be a vampire. And then guess what? It rears its ugly head. You don't have a choice. You can't choose your own adventure. It's already decided. You have to do the good guy thing, no matter what. So Telltale Games does that exact thing with their games. They make you think there's a choice, and then they introduce you to the fact that you never had a choice in the first place. Which sucks. It's irritating. And I don't know about the rest of Telltale games. I don't know if they're like very similar in that vein. Have you ever played any of their others? Oh, okay, so... But they also rob you of your choice. Yes, I remember they did a Game of Thrones. Ah. Well, I mean... Well, yes, that... I mean, in the case of Game of Thrones, I still consider it a really good work. And I don't think a game should necessarily let you change the outcome of a specific event, but at the same time, if this is the trend that Telltale likes, I should say did like to do, then you could pretty much expect that about every choice in their games. It's like, oh, choose to help out the farm boy, or choose to kill the farm boy. Oh, he ends up dead anyways. Well, how? You always kill him. But I chose not to kill him. Oh no, you accidentally kill him though. Okay, well that's kind of lame. You know? It's like Telltale finds ways of inserting their narrative into the story no matter what. You can't make a real decision in those games. Your choices are limited. You're gonna feel in the moment, yes, so-and-so remember this. Well, then they're gonna remember my middle finger as I walk away. There's no choices, real choices in that game. I think a lot of video games do suffer from that, where if they're presenting you with a choice, the choice doesn't matter. Yeah. Yeah, so you basically get chastised no matter what decision you make as the player. That's awful. That's a terrible way to handle that. There should be some level of difference there to make you feel like you've actually accomplished a chapter, a story.
here's this clear-cut badass that totally knows everything. By the way, he's gonna get tetanus.
So they make him really memorable.
The player will remember that. Also, he won't be able to do jack shit about it. Oh. God.
Yeah, I think there's very few games where choice really, really, truly matters these days. They're all gonna be the illusion of choice. And that's something that they need to avoid in future big franchise games. I can say big franchise games. Yeah. Otherwise, the game might as well not even introduce the very notion of a choice. Well, I mean, even then, the Elder Scrolls series always assumes that it's so far removed, and they usually take place many years after, anyways. That event is either still going on or. No, yeah, I like that. It's kind of like a Witcher concept. I like that. Yeah. Yeah, see, that would be a cool turnaround for the next Elder Scrolls, where it says if you chose, which of course can't happen because they fucking took our choices, but they could have said, like, oh, you chose to, make night permanent, so therefore vampire controlled, and now there's like this whole series of missions where you could either undo that or give in to that madness, Exactly that. That would be cool, but Bethesda took the easy way out, and they were like, nah, you're gonna be a good guy in the end no matter what, whether or not you want to be. That's why the mods come into play. You just RP your own kind of story. It's like, okay, well, I have better vampires installed. Fuck being the good guy. I'm gonna turn everybody and then force them to kill each other. You think I'm the good guy, Bethesda, but my character's really bad. And that's real choice. Players want real choice in their games. Well, I wasn't standing. Okay, it just teleported me out of nowhere. That's the trouble there. It's like, how do you not repeat that same mistake with future like open world games? And I typically love. Yeah. It's not that hard. Especially when you have that kind of budget, it's like you could totally make these decisions stick in your world as opposed to reverting. Yeah, Bethesda, let's face this. Do you remember City Swimmer getting herself killed? You know that time I went into the prison cell after the fifth time in the Imperial City, and all the prisoners are outside of their cells conversing with the guards? If they're locked up, it's like, they're supposed to be in their cells. Oh god. Yeah, I just keep stacking the scores. Oh. It's like, that's not where the budget's going, so you might as well give us an A and B option as opposed to A goes back to A and always A. You're the good guy, you're the good guy. Even when you want to be the bad guy, you're the good guy, you're the good guy. Nothing you do matters, you're the good guy.
He's a good guy. Yeah, Fallout 4 did shake things up, and it's because it was the Fallout IP, so they felt they could take risks. But it's like, dude, that risk worked. Why don't you repeat it? And hopefully they are with the next game. Repeat that. Yeah, they gotta take bigger risks like that. They have to, because players enjoy it. Oh. Yep. It wasn't even finished. Never fully completed. Are you going in? Are you going in or are you staying out? Okay. Just checking it's round 8, so. Yeah, people like it because it had all those things included on top of everything. It's like you can choose. I mean, Fallout 3 did have like Oblivion. It had a project with multiplayer, but I don't think it ever got finished. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, some of that stuff can be a bit extensive, and sometimes they run to a coding error or like some sort of scripts are the big thing. Bethesda's games are heavily script-based, so if there is a script malfunction, it can adversely affect the entirety of the world. And it could be something as little as player died to entity. Let's just assume you stepped on a trap. That would kill every player on the server. Because Bethesda's games are player-centric. Everything revolves around the player character. Morrowind multiplayer did a thing where it tricks the game into creating a brand new player each time. That's a much older engine than Oblivion and Fallout 3, which is effectively the same thing. But I think they're going to, though. They're going to, because they were testing it out with Fallout 76. I don't think it's going to be strictly multiplayer. Well, yeah, they have to learn from this if they want it to continue. No doubt in my mind, Fallout 76, because they use their Fallout series to test a lot of things with their next Elder Scrolls games, is going to be a determining factor for multiplayer functionality. They're going to learn from these, again, hopefully, these mistakes, and they're going to make a multiplayer co-op option. At least a co-op option. I do not think it's going to be an MMO. It's going to be a co-op option for the new Elder Scrolls, and it should in fact be a co-op option. Probably up to 4 players would be nice. 8 players at most. It would be really fun to take our friends through Tamriel. And I don't like when okay, I almost did. I don't like when developers say, well, if you really want multiplayer, we have a thing called ESO. It's not the same. It's close, but I get 10,000 times more fun out of playing Morrowind with my friends because it's Morrowind. It has a different substance to it. It feels different. It plays different. The world is so rich. Yeah, he made a unicorn. It's a much better designed world. So why the hell would I want to play ESO over that? So playing Skyrim together with my friend is a billion times better than ESO because it's fucking Skyrim. It's a rich world. It has a lot of variety, a lot of fun. Anything can happen. It's not the same static bullshit. It's like, well, I think a leopard spawns over here, Bane. We should go hunt leopard pelts and then go sell them to that quest vendor over there. Then we should queue for a dungeon. That's not what I want to do in an Elder Scroll game. I want to go, Bane, let's start a drunken bar fight. Yeah, we should work on our cooking. Bane, I want to start a drunken bar fight with a Jarl over there. And then when he goes to chase you out, I'm going to kill his kids. I'm going to enact a ritual to summon a Daedra in that little area over there. So-and-so's probably going to attack the Daedra, which is going to piss off that faction. And then the werewolves are going to think, oh shit, we got to transform for no reason whatsoever. And they're going to murder everyone's cows. Sound like a good night? And then a dragon kills us all. That's Skyrim versus an MMO, ESO, which is just, again, work on our cooking so we can do leather working and then do a dungeon and then maybe get him out. I know, but different. Yeah, different scenario when it comes to an Elder Scroll game. Elder Scroll game is about adventure and randomness of the adventure. ESO is not the same. It's very preordained. No matter what you plan to do in ESO, it is preordained because it's an MMO atmosphere. As opposed to Skyrim, as opposed to Morrowind, you have no idea what's going to happen as a result of your actions. Honestly, if they ever get the Oblivion mod working again, the multiplayer, I definitely want to do that with my friends because that would be fun too. Oblivion is so janky and cringy and silly. I could have an amazing time playing that with Bane, playing that with some of my other friends. It's full of atmosphere and potential. In fact, we got to do another Skyrim Together thing at some point. Skyrim Together, by the way, I don't think I mentioned it on the channel yet, but they recently stopped working on it. The lead developer was calling it quits. However, they are putting some work alongside another set of the team to Skyrim Reborn, which is going to be the successor to Skyrim Together, using a lot of the same code. So I guess it's basically just a completely new... Oh no, it's fucked. The portal's fucked. Oh, never mind. It fixed itself. Cool. Never seen it recover like that. Wait, is it? Oh, it is. Okay. I was second guessing. It's going to be the successor to Skyrim Together, but this means that it's not remotely finished, and it's going to be going through that same like massive wait period before the team gets a product that remotely resembles what they want it to resemble. But it's not being like as worked on, from what I understand. It doesn't have the collective force behind it that Skyrim Together did. So it remains to be seen if we'll ever get a fully finished multiplayer. I am glad that Skyrim Together still is working and will continue to work in its current state, but it was never finished, you know? I mean, it's gonna be buggy as shit. What I'm thinking about doing at some point, Bane, is maybe we should try to get some, like, clean, no mod install Skyrim and try to just play that at some point, as stable as possible, and just fuck around with that. Well, the main reason is because Skyrim Together is inherently problematic. You know, it's very problematic, and we really burned through that thing's capacity. Like we check out the streams; they were erratic.
Alduin! Another Alduin! Oh god, an Alduin!
I am. Yeah, no, I want to do like a serious, like, let's play of Skyrim Together. No mods, just us trying to play the game as if we were really just adventuring it for the first time. Oh yeah, fuck yeah. No, definitely. I have this little neat thing that lets me switch between my mod installs as well.
Guess what? You're fucked.
No. Yeah, no, that'd be fun. I mean, we both talked about this. So I had planned several series that I wanted to do, and I ran by some of the ideas, and Bane gave me some ideas too a while back for Skyrim Together. No, we're going through. Yes, Zone 1. We're fine. We ran through some ideas, and I don't feel bad about like spoiling the concept of those, since
probably will never be able to sit down and actually get them done, because it's never going to be a finished full product, but we had planned, like, Imperial versus, you know, the Stormcloaks, and we were gonna... Yeah, we could, it's just... That's the thing that's kind of limiting it, though, because we're gonna run into some critical error that's gonna really ruin the steam of it, and... I don't know, like, I was expecting to be... That is true, yeah. The concept is exactly as it sounds. One of us would be one of the other factions, and we would be raising our, like, army to fight against... Yes! Yes, exactly! An older game with a bigger world that has no tether! Gee, Microsoft, why the hell did you want to push that shit on Undead Labs? Look what Skyrim Together can do, and that's not even supported by Bethesda. But hey, it's far more stable in that respect. Literally, because you can be at opposite ends of the world and still be on the same server as your friend. It's not even that difficult. I could be in Whiterun, he could be... Yeah, exactly. God, now just talking about it, I really want to play it again. Yeah, yeah, it's definitely, let's get that set up. But yeah, our concept for one of the ideas for like a series was literally just Stormcloak versus Imperial, and having like each of us role play and be a part of that army and fighting against each other. You know, it would have been so cool, especially if we could get more of our friends involved, because I know, like, Ryan, Dave, they love that shit. We met them through the RP stuff, on... Well, technically, we didn't meet them on the RP server. Yeah. So they love that shit, and I could really see, you know, them wanting to get into Skyrim together. As a matter of fact, probably gotta ask them about that. Don't know if they have Skyrim together, but they probably have Skyrim. Oh yeah, no, it's Harbor Launcher's easy. But that's the thing. It's a really fun, open-ended like series concept that we came up with, and it's just, you know, you fight for your faction, for the glory of your faction, like a real war in Skyrim, as it's supposed to happen. I did like the warring system in Skyrim, but after a while it kind of felt a bit stale, because troops wouldn't actually make a move. It's not like Bannerlord, where they're actually gaining ground. Multiplayer, though? Oh yeah, you could own Riften. Hey, you look kind of familiar. Have I seen you before? You're not one of them Imperial bastards. Yeah, again, the stability isn't the greatest to begin with, and having... Well, yeah. Well, yeah, because I don't have Open City, then it's a completely... Yeah, that is a very intensive mod by itself. It is... No, I agree. I agree, it is a very fun mod, it's just... It brings a lot of problems to the multiplayer table. Even if I had that mod too, it would still bring a lot of problems, because it's a unique world space. It's not shared. Yeah. I'd like to try a, like, vanilla, like, absolutely vanilla SC experience. I found a program that I still use. I gotta remember what I have it on my desktop somewhere, but there's a thing, it lets you set up a prefab, load list. And what I would do is just uncheck everything, and it creates a separate instance, and it runs the separate instance of the game. Fucking beautiful if you're running all kinds of crazy overhaul mods and you want to change it up, you know? I don't think it'll handle texture replacers though, so not that that's going to impact Skyrim Together anyways. You know, you know, this tapestry is a picture of a Ferrari. It doesn't matter. No one's going to see that. It's not going to affect your gameplay.
It's not going to affect your stability unless it's a 4K resolution JPEG of J. Allen Brack apologizing, and it's not going to affect anything. Yeah, but I'll have to look that up again. I think it's obviously still in the Nexus. I can't imagine a mod like that would ever vanish. I installed it a while ago because I was doing several different series after Moonlight Tales, and I was trying to stabilize. Well, if you don't have it installed, as long as you have no workshop content checked, it would be easy to manage. You probably... Okay, so the Nexus stuff is still... That means you still have that stuff saved to your computer. Now, you don't... Like I said, you don't have to delete that stuff. I have a mod that does micromanage. It micromanages it all. You can switch between profiles. I'll have to look up the name after we're done the stream, but it'll let you change between them. And that's how I would plan on doing vanilla Skyrim Special Edition, just to do that. Just switch it over to a default profile and start up Skyrim Together. So a lot of people don't realize because they haven't played Skyrim Together, but Skyrim Together is an external launcher that handles your current installed Skyrim. So whichever profile you're using, it will literally just jack into that, and bam, you've got it. You cannot play Skyrim Together without Skyrim Special Edition, just to mention. You have to own it, but after the fact, you know, it will use your current install. Yeah. And it is a lot of fun. It's like we've been saying, it's a bit buggy in places, it's a little unstable, but it is really fun. If you want to play Skyrim with your friends, you can. I'm just a little sad that currently the project is on a definitive hold until Reborn eventually gets worked on. I mean, they were gonna do like the crime update. We can figure that out. I really want to play Morrowind with my friends again without like. I want to do RP again. Yeah. But I'm a corpus zombie. No, you're not allowed to be a corpus zombie. You're not allowed to be a corpus zombie.
Enter the conduit now.
Bane was one of the first people, if not the only person, to discover there was an actual problem with the corpus thing, and he was making it aware that he does a specific thing at a specific way with the strength bonus, he can destroy a server. But he made them aware so that they understood how it was possible, and that he... Yeah, he's just like, don't play that way. Bane's like, but I want to play that way. I'm not going to destroy your server, I'm going to be a corpus zombie. And the guy's like, no, you should just fix it. He was the same... okay, I did... I did have fun on Jungo's server, but he kind of irritated me at times because I discovered the perma-werewolf. Remember perma-werewolf? Where I couldn't leave werewolf form? He was like, oh, how'd you do that? And I was like, I explained it to him, and then he took away my werewolf state, and I was like, but I wanted to stay a werewolf. It's the exact same remedy. Like, you shouldn't do it because I don't like it. Or, no, I assume you don't like it. It's like, dude, I'm not hurting anyone. If anything, I'm a little gimped. I couldn't sleep. I couldn't sleep and regain my health. And you could, if you logged out. Yeah, it's like, let us have our fun, but not. Well, we weren't trying to break anything. That's the important thing here. We were understanding the limits of what the mod could handle. And meanwhile, Gravedigger was still in the game. It's like, dude, you know how strong Gravedigger is? Actually, that got banned on Mudcrab's server for the RP stuff because it was way too powerful for level 20s. I think I agree with Mudcrab's stance, but the Jungo server, it's like, no, you shouldn't be banning certain weapons. Certain weapons shouldn't be banned. You have a normal vanilla server.
Enter the conduit now.
Well, yeah, I've seen a lot of Discord start doing that.
Hunter, you are running out of time. Enter the
Yeah.
conduit.
It's like, dude, if you're gonna be making a server that you're hosting, he doesn't host it anymore though. He stopped his servers. I think unrelated reasons, but shit, you didn't tell me.
The sanctuary will go on without you.
No, you didn't! Liar! Looking up your stream right now.
I whenever I've talked about Jungo, I'm not trying to come off as like super negative because he had been very helpful with his server services on occasion, but his solutions for bug fixing, yeah, he would always assume the player was doing something they shouldn't have been. Like when I was on the server when I first came on and they started having a lot of problems. Yeah. So it's like he knows how to have fun, but everything else he like has some sort of gripe against it. And it's just irritating. Like I did like his server, but we left his server ultimately because his behavior was just like not conducive to fun. He started banning a lot of things and the player base didn't seem to care, and every time we had an actual question he wouldn't answer it. We ended up going over to the other brand of servers where we did, well, we followed Dave and Ryan there, and the RP stuff I think was honestly the best time I've ever had in that game because actually role playing Morrowind is really fun. Like, yeah, most of the streams were just sitting around the bar just talking, but it's interesting because people are trying to play their character. They're trying to bring out a story. I enjoyed that. Or you agree to help somebody go to a place to honor their ancestors and they get brutally slaughtered by skeletons because they're like a level 3. It's fun. They know it's going to possibly happen and they don't know what level you are too. Like that's the thing, it's assumed people are what they are, but you could have a guy dressed up in iron armor and he's actually a level 1. He thinks he looks like a badass, but he's not. So it's like, oh, you'll totally protect me. Help me, for the love of God, help me. It's so much fun with that shit. Yeah, if we could figure out how to get a server like that set up at some point, one that like refreshes itself after a while because you can't play that without refreshes, but that would be hilarious. But definitely we'll look into the Skyrim together stuff. Yeah, no, I understand. Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, I should mention I made a private voice channel on that Discord for the purposes of the Discord avatar. Keto was telling me about how that works. He said you have to make a private channel. Joining the channel will allow you to enable that sort of simple Discord avatar thingy. Yeah, I just wanted you to know that there's a new channel that got added into it in case you're looking at it and like, what the fuck is this? But yeah, like I would eventually love to do a RP thing with like the public. It's just what game, and that I think was my ultimate goal with Skyrim together. If they'd ever finished it, was to find a way to host a public server. But that's not going to be finished, sadly. At least not that rendition. Well, yeah, people have been talking, and the developer is listening. He hasn't confirmed, but he did say, I think the engine is capable. So, ooh, please, somebody, please. Oh yeah, that reminds me. I gotta check the Bannerlord multiplayer thing. There was a Bannerlord massive multiplayer mod. Hey. Honestly, it's a good game to keep installed just to come back to every now and again. Just for shiggles. There was a Bannerlord multiplayer mod being worked on. And I hadn't gotten into it early. I opted out of the early stuff because it was all Russian servers, and it really just came down to the latency was awful. But I think by now they have the US servers. They had said at the time it would take like a month or two to get up US and UK servers. This is basically, I'm going to paint this picture for the audience in case they haven't heard me talk about it. I did talk about it once, but it was very, very sporadic. The Bannerlord multiplayer mod that we're talking about is every character in the world is replaced by a real player. And progression in Bannerlord has been drastically reduced so that you are pretty much a farmer or a peasant for a good deal of time. This prevents steamrolling at exponential rates. Because in Bannerlord, you can get to a certain point where suddenly you're a badass highwayman, suddenly you're a lord, suddenly you're practically the king. And that can happen very fast. This mod makes it so you're working to get your first sword, and you're gonna work hard. And then after you get your sword, you know, Dark and Light. Actually, wouldn't mind it. It's been a long time since we played it. And we could do the whole faction war things on that, because it is designed for that. Dark and Light? By Snail Games. Yeah. Yeah, I am. There's dwarves, humans, elves, and it was never finished. It is. Oh, I thought you were being serious, like you want to play it sometime. I was like, I'd be willing to try it again. I did like parts of that game, don't get me wrong. I couldn't believe that shit. I had to do an independent video on that. The I know. I know. Well, I couldn't actually record it properly, so I wanted to do my reaction to my disappointment, and then I got more disappointed as I played it because I shot an arrow at a rabbit, and there's this giant fucking shadow across the land, and this big fucking arrow, bigger than anything I've ever seen, is just dangling in the sky, connected to the buddy. I move the buddy, the arrow's moving. I'm like, oh my god. That was so fucking just broken as fuck. Oh no, but I did enjoy parts of that game. I thought the world was beautiful. I thought, you know, if done in a RP scenario or a faction war scenario, the game had a lot of potential. And they promised, which again turned out to be a big fat lie, but they promised like more races, and there was even a map that they had showcased. Like the map that you're in the world is a tiny sliver of what they had promised. So that made me crazy. Like, oh my god, this game's going to be huge, and it could have been. It could, like, even in its broken, weird kind of scenario, if they had committed to it, it would have been this amazing, huge medieval world. And it's borderline MMO. It's Arc meets MMO. It was a really nice segue. It's rough around the edges, but I started to notice that trend with Snail where they wouldn't finish things. Like, for instance, dragons. Once you tame them, they lose their ability to breathe their breath weapon forever. There is no control for it, and even to this day, they never worked on that. So it's like, why do I want to tame the higher level creatures? Well, you want to tame them because they're really powerful. But why would I want to tame them if they lose their abilities? Because they're really powerful. That's not an answer. And then they were like, okay, well, we're going to be adding more races in, so you'll have all these options, and there's going to be reasons to attack certain factions. They never added in reasons, other than I like their location better. Like, there's no real substantial reason. All the resources are spread in even, basic areas. It had a few updates, and the updates were just tiny. They were tiny little additions, like we added a mountain giant in a couple of dungeons, or we added this new one spell, and we also added a bunch of creatures, and there's a holiday event because everyone loves holidays. Ooh, forget the fact that we're not working on the fucking game. By the way, we're secretly working on something called Atlas, and it's gonna fry your computer. But good God. I Dark and Light was one of the biggest letdowns because of what it had as potential and what they offered us in the end. Big fat mistake. I would play it again for a little bit. Not anytime soon, though. I mean, even with like Skyrim Together being broken as fuck, we're gonna get a billion times more fun out of that than Dark and Light. Like, infinitely. You can even do permadeath pretty easily in Skyrim Together. Like, it's like, oh, hi, I'm Bill. I don't like Bill. Axes Bill in the head. Hi, I'm George, friend of Bill. I remember what you did. You killed my father, Bill. I'm here to avenge him. Knock out Terry, drag his body over to a dragon. Dragon kills Terry. Hey, I'm Samwise. There's so many things, so much potential you can do with Skyrim. I think this is where I'm leading back to this like rant, is like a game already as crazy as an open world game like Morrowind or Skyrim that allows the single player to do whatever the hell they want, made into a multiplayer game, is 10 times better than any multiplayer game designed for a large audience, because ESO is very rigid. And we have had fun in ESO, but you can't do the same things. The atmosphere is different. The choices are different. I can't go over and say, I'm going to attempt to steal this item from this shopkeeper, and if I get in trouble, I want you to pincer that guard over there, and you can't really do the same thing in ESO. Sure, you can steal an item from a shopkeeper in ESO. It's going to be a generic item, and then they're going to call the guards. The guards are invincible, literally. That's not even a exaggeration. In ESO, the guards are invincible. So you can't have the same kind of, oh shit, I made a mistake, please help me, garrote this guard, as you can in Skyrim Together. Skyrim Together, shenanigans happen, and it makes it funnier. It's like, first you're taking a shot at somebody and some idiot walks in front of them. That only happens in Skyrim Together. And you're like, oh no, I killed Fargoth. Thank God. But I killed Fargoth. Sorry, he's in Morrowind. Yeah, exactly. It's like you can't exactly do the same thing at ESO. If you're Dark Brotherhood, you're killing random NPCs that have never existed before. In Skyrim, they're characters that are meaningful, characters that have existed, and people know them. And then even like the inclusion of mods can make things a bit weirder too. And it's just no, you just remembered the priest. The priest. I never kill him. I never. I don't know. He is a lovable meme. See, that's the thing that's gonna happen. We're gonna play Skyrim together, and Bane's gonna hear that guy's voice and be compelled to kill him, no matter what. And that's. Is he still screaming? Carlos, I love you. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm. After this stream ends, I'm definitely going to be setting up that thing. I'm going to look up that information for that mod, but I think we need to return to Skyrim together because it's just very. Yes. Hi, you can hear me now? Yeah, okay, I left the call for a second to see if that would fix it. Whatever's happening, it must be Discord. We could just join a call after this so it doesn't happen again. I'm sure it's probably the channel connections, unless it's a complete outage, which would suck. But what I was saying is, you're right. It is cathartic to be able to make options like that, to do something that you want to do in a game, and that's what the advantage that Skyrim together will always have against ESO. ESO, many times I thought to myself, how could I make this game more fun? I'd really like to rob the banks in the towns, or I'd like to go creatures and maybe take some companions with me. And no, taking your friends in ESO hunting a creature isn't the same thing as Skyrim, because a creature in Skyrim could get away from you to the point of bringing you to a border of an area you don't want to be in, with tons of Draugr, the potential for a dragon attack, you know? God forbid you have the Attack of the Gnomes mod and you end up in their little peewee village and they eat you alive because you were hunting a deer. There's a sense of transformative fantasy and roleplay that happens in Skyrim that can never be repeated by an MMO such as ESO. It is very different. When a creature is running away from you and you're trying to hunt it, at a certain point, it reaches a cutoff point where it will reset its health and run back. You can't repeat that from Skyrim. Skyrim, it's, I'm going to keep attacking this until one of us dies or something else happens. So it definitely limits your options, ESO. Whereas playing that multiplayer mod with your friends is going to be 100 times better in every way, shape, and form. I'm thinking I'm probably going to end the stream, though, because I think Bane's winding down. Yeah. We were talking about other games here, but we've had a good time with Warframe tonight. I'll be probably trying to learn more information on Rhino Prime's whereabouts, because I do want to add him to the collection, but more interested in Nidus Prime when he comes out. Thank you